you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Tried to score with the uppercut. Forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Good counter punching. Nice counter punch right up the middle. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Teofimo Lopez in that lap. There's the bell to start round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punch. Nice counter shot. Nope, that jab not going to score. Trying to land that jab. And shoot. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. They have no respect for each other's punching power. And he scores with the counter. Heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Teofimo Lopez. Here we go to the 4th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And Lopez is dazed. Wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Counter punches have to hurt. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice punch. A perfect counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's being hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? You'd like to see more jabs. Every time, very close round with 10 seconds to go. Teofimo Lopez that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. On to the 6th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little favourite that's pickpocketing him.
There's a counter shot. Hey, those punches add up. A perfect counter lands. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Nice job blocking the hook. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Teofimo Lopez in that last. There's the bell to start round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Punch, counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That punch is beginning to take its toll. Holding nothing back here in the round. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
He misses with that straight left. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
There's the bell for round 8. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Nice counter punch. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. His stamina is off the charts. Perfect counter lands. The jab doesn't quite connect. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. No surprise there, a unanimous...